Hello Airsoft friends, and welcome to this video where I'm going to be talking about what potentially could be a sensitive subject. I'm not too sure. If you don't feel the same way, then this is probably going to be like a weird video and one which I probably need to talk to somebody to get some help about. But if you can relate to this, then that's something I'm going to be happy about, because when you're on your own feeling a certain way about things, it's a little bit odd. But if other people feel the same way, then generally that's a good thing. So we're going to be... Yeah, I'm curious. I genuinely am curious how you feel about this. So let me know in the comments below when I've said about the thing, which is going to happen now. So I airsoft, and when I play airsoft, I like to be a sniper, and sometimes I like to be an extra sneaky sniper, and I'll take my silenced Mark 23 and I'll hide in some bushes and I'll take the enemies out right in front of them and right close to them. And when you're doing that kind of gameplay, there's a lot of things which you need to be, aware of. You need to be aware of your surroundings. You need to know where your team is. You need to know where the enemy team is. And there's a lot of kind of like, not assumptions or assuming, but there's a lot of kind of forward planning as to where the enemy is going to be and where you can go to ambush them. Yes, to ambush them. There are also some other times where you know where enemies are and you try and get to them, approach them, sneak up to them and take them out, which is something I've also done in the past. But this isn't about finding the position or getting to the position or thinking about where the enemy's going to be. Imagine we're in the game, we've done that already, and where we're at right now is we're in a bush and there's an enemy sat outside the bush ready to make a move, and this is the thought process that we have. We're there in the bush, we see the enemy, we're aware that there's other people around us, so we're waiting for the right strategic time to strike the enemy, to take them out of the game, and then the right strategic time comes to take them out, but we don't shoot them because we've realized this realization that their life is now completely in our control. We decide when they go out and when they stay alive, and it feels good. It feels really, really good to have that power. It feels good to have that power. Is that weird? Like, is that a weird thing to enjoy having? That's something which I realised the other day. I caught myself doing it. I was playing in Coventry at a site which doesn't allow you to shoot full auto, and if you fire semi-auto too fast, then they shout at you, which makes no sense at all. Anyway, I'd been killed in a certain area, so I was like, I'm going to get back there and I'm going to get this guy. So I got back to the area and I knew roughly whereabouts he was, and there was this hedgerow. So I snuck up to this hedgerow and I could see him on the other side of it, and he hadn't seen me get there at all. So I'm sat there waiting for him to kind of appear so I know where he is, and I saw he's literally a metre and a half away from me. So I get my Mark 23 out and I draw it slowly, and I'm sat there kind of waiting for the top of his head I can just about see, but I haven't really got an active, a decent kill shot on him. So I'm sat there waiting, and then he eventually starts to move forward, and he's kind of looking, I'm looking directly at him, he's looking kind of over there, and I'm literally about a metre and a half away from him, just waiting for him to get up. And then he moves his head up, and he's again completely looking in the wrong way away from me, and I'm sat there I can take him out at any time. But the way I was, again, I suppose there was also another thought process that was there, is that he wasn't posing a threat to my team either. So I felt like it was tactical for me to not kill him, because if I did take him out of the game, he would then go respawn and then probably go somewhere else and be combat effective. So I was being combat effective by keeping him, or allowing him to be in a position where he wasn't being combat effective, because none of my team were coming up. Say for example where I was, if my teammate started to push up on the right flank and then he was and then he started to get a shot on, boom, I would have taken him out straight away, because at that point he is a threat to my team and he doesn't need to be there anymore. But while he's not being, he wasn't taking any shots, he was just kind of watching an area. He wasn't on the voice comms giving anybody any information about where my teammates were. So he was being combat ineffective and I was in control of when he went out. The problem is that I was really enjoying this because I had that strong sense of power, of like I controlled when he went out of the game, because he wouldn't have been able to have, you know, reacted at all if he turned his head and looked at me like that. As soon as I saw that he'd made me as a target, I would have pulled the trigger. There would have been nothing he could have done unless my gun jammed, which luckily in this case it didn't. I was reveling in this feeling, and eventually he went to like kind of get up, took a few steps, and I was like, right, boom, took you out. He turned to me, he was very upset. He was like, oh, well played. And I was like, damn right, well played. I then started to think about how I was enjoying the fact that I had so much power. I was like, I want more of this, but I was also a little bit like concerned that this was a feeling that I had. And then I was curious whether or not other people felt that way too. My friends don't really play Airsoft in the same way that I play. None of them own any kind of sniper rifle, or a couple of them do have Mark 23s, but they don't use them in the same way that I would use them. So they don't really, because I don't have the same play style, I can't really go, ho, 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 ho. Do you ever, you know, just watch people and enjoy the fact that you've got this control and this power? Even saying that, it sounds weird, and I wouldn't really want to say that to my friends, you know, that's odd. So that's why I'm coming to you, the internet, my Airsoft friend community, and I'm putting it to you and asking you, have you ever felt like that? You know, if everybody unanimously says no, then maybe I need help. Maybe I need to talk to someone. If you've got any recommendations for someone to talk to, then please do send them my way. I feel like it's a very human thing. I feel like it would be like a normal kind of thing to experience, a normal feeling to feel in that kind of scenario. I don't know. Maybe it's not. It's normal to me, but it's probably not to anyone else, you know? It's fun, you know? It's fun having that feeling of, essentially, I own you. Yeah, I don't know. I think I've said enough, to be honest. I think that's fair. Let me know in the comments below. I'm really curious how you think about this. I don't know whether or not it's, you know, like Airsoft that's made this, you know, new side of me come out. It's probably just kind of like giving me an opportunity to experience that. So maybe that's, I don't know, maybe that's kind of like an insight into me more as a person. I don't know. Maybe there is a deeper meaning to it. Maybe there isn't. Maybe I'm just looking into it a bit too much, and I shouldn't really be looking at it too much into that kind of way. I don't really know. But yeah, let me know. Have you ever felt like that? You know, you're in a sneaky position and somebody, I mean, even if it doesn't have to be sneaky, it could be like you're watching a doorway or a window and you know somebody's there and you've just trained your rifle in on that position, and you know as soon as they walk past the window, peek the window, something like that, you're going to take them out. So I imagine it'll probably be the same thing. But yeah, let me know what you think. I'm curious. I don't want to be alone. Please don't let me be alone. Oh, my days. The crazy stuff out the way. You've probably noticed my hat. Look at that. It says Stay Fresh on it. I'm happy to say, if you've been watching the Instagram, I've managed to organise some merchy things, which is great. Although I'm going to put my hands up now and say it is kind of expensive. The reason being is that I don't have the money to bulk order stuff. So everything that gets made is kind of like made one at a time by a company, and they're pretty much getting all of the money. So I'm sorry if you do want it and you like it. I'm sorry about the price, but I'm literally, each thing I make like £3 on or something like that. It's pretty nutty. There's this cap here that says Stay Fresh on it. There's also a rather fresh mobile phone case. So there's for iPhones and Samsung phones, and I actually quite like that. We also have a like kind of face necky thingy, and I've been wearing this quite a bit. It's handy, especially like when you go airsofting, because you can have it on your neck during a game, and because it's cold now, it keeps your neck nice and warm. And then when you get to the safe zone, if you've got like a face covering rule, then you can put it on like that, and then it covers up your face, and then you know you don't have to worry about carrying a mask with you and stuff. So yeah, it's a nice neck keepy warmy thing. My neck is still warm. It's a neck warmy thing. Stay fresh there as well. And it's a face covering, which is quite handy. I wore it into London the other day. I've also got a beanie hat, which comes in different colours, and again says Stay Fresh on there too. So yeah, we're all merched up now, boys and ladies and everybody else. There's also mugs on there, and I think there's something else. Link is in the description. So yeah, if you want to get anything, feel free. I've finally done it. I also have patches kind of on the way. I'm just agreeing prices with the manufacturer to hopefully get those done. So yeah, that's all coming along, and the patches look cool, which is nice. I'm excited for them. This is all very warm. I need to come back to just the hat. Oh, this neck thing as well. That's it. Thank you very much for watching. Please leave a comment below to let me know how you feel about the topics covered in this video. As always, this was sponsored by Project Airsoft, so go to the website, check it out. Airsoft accessories and upgrades, everything that you could enjoy and will make Airsoft better and more enjoyable for you. Hooray! There's also a ton of affiliate links in there too, and of course a link to all the merch, so check it out. And again, I'm sorry it's like expensive, but if there is a big, you know, if a load of you want stuff like that and you think it's cool, because hopefully it's like just a general design which you think is quite cool, then I will look into trying to mass get them. But if nobody, you know, buys anything, then maybe there's not enough of a demand at the moment and we'll just leave it as it is. But yeah, I don't know, we'll see. Either way, thank you very much. Remember to call your hits, and I'll see you in the next one.